One of the question that was very confusing in the economics section of the Panchayat account assistant exam. The question was, in the law of variable proportion, the second stage of production ends when the first option was the total production rises at an increasing rate. The second option was the total production rises at a diminishing rate. The third option was the total production starts decreasing, and the fourth one was the total production is maximum possible. Now we will try to explain what could be the possibly the correct answer to this question. First of all, the question tells us at the second stage of the production ends, that is when the second stage of production ends. Now I have added an example here, so I will try to explain with an example. Let us say we have this example. Now here the first stage is up to this k point. This is the first stage. In this stage, the total production increases at an increasing rate. We can see that it increases up to this point k, and the second stage, which lies between these two perpendicular lines, it in this stage the total production increases at an diminishing rate. So the production increases but at an diminishing rate up to this point, that is R. Now here we can see at point R, the total production, that is TP, is maximum, that is in the end of the stage second of the production. At point R we have the maximum possible total production. Why? Corresponding to this, the marginal product is 0. And we have seen in many cases in economics, when some marginal is equal to 0, we have the total maximum. Like in case of the total utility is maximum when marginal utility is 0, or total revenue is maximum when marginal revenue is 0. So this is the one side of the explanation. Now at this point, or which I guess here, this the total production has reached its maximum. Now coming to why? Because corresponding to this, the marginal product is here 0. The marginal product at corresponding to the total production curve here, the marginal product is 0. Now looking at the options, the first option is the total production rises at an increasing rate. So I will try to graph this out here. So this is our production function. Up to this, this is the first stage. Up to this, it is the second stage of the production, and this is the third one. Now the first option says that total production rises at an increasing rate when the second stage of the production ends. Now we can see the second stage is up to this. We are concerned in this stage. So the total production rises at an increasing rate, which is not possible because the law of variable proportion says that in the second stage the total production rises at an diminishing rate. So option first is not possible. Coming to the next option, the total production rises at a diminishing rate. Now this B option sounds correct, but here the question tells us about the end of the production. Though it is correct there the total production rises at a diminishing rate, but at the end, at this point, it is also correct that the total production rises at a diminishing rate. So let this remain the same. Coming to the third option, the total production starts decreasing. This also sounds correct. Why? Because when the third stage of the production, or the third stage of the law of variable proportion, starts when the total production starts decreasing. So this is also possible. Now coming to the last option, the total production is maximum possible. Now we have seen in earlier graph that the total production is maximum possible only in the last portion of the second stage, that is this very point which I have shown in this diagram here, that the total production is maximum at the end of the second stage. So I guess the correct option, the most appropriate option could be the fourth one. This this one, the last one, because at this stage the total production is maximum possible and it is only possible at the end of the second stage of the production, that is at the end of the second stage of the production at this point. So I guess the most appropriate option to this question is option D, and you can also comment whether my explanation is correct or not. It is not really necessary that my explanation would be the right one. You can also share your thoughts